My family really started with very little. I always think I started from nothing. I have literally nothing to lose. I always loved the idea of really starting a business. At its core, it's really creating something out of nothing and starting with zero and then building something together as a team from that.
Prior to launching Zola, you launched Guilt Taste. A few years later, it was shut down. What did you learn from that experience, and how did it influence you when you were looking to potentially strike out on your own?
Ultimately, the lesson that I learned from what did not go well was around how do I make sure that the business model of whatever idea I'm pitching is sound and sustainable and going to be one day highly profitable. I did not do that, unfortunately. The reason it was so heartbreaking for me was because I felt that I should have, and in that case, let down the team of people. I feel so grateful that I went through that experience, even as painful as it was, because it ultimately led me to understand how do you really vet both a product as well as a business model before you launch, before you take on $1 of funding, before you hire people.
When you think about the different growth phases, what was the most challenging for you, and what did you take out of navigating that experience?
After you've launched, after the press has come out about the launch, after that has all died down, you start to think, I wonder if people will come back. I wonder if people will tell their friends. Weddings are inherently viral. If guests go to a wedding, and on average you have 150 guests per wedding, there's always some that will see the registry or the wedding website. They will want to use it themselves. That was the theory. It just took a few months of waiting for us to really see if that would happen. The good news is it did happen, and that virality of word of mouth of people recommending Zola to others is now the biggest driver of our growth.
You've talked about the fact that in May of 2016, you were in a serious car accident. Life has other plans, and it completely, overturns the work that you're doing. How did that impact you?
That time was extremely difficult in a physical sense and an emotional sense. It really makes you reflect on, am I spending every moment of my day doing exactly what I want to be doing? If today or this month was my last month on earth, would I rather be doing anything else? Actually, the answer is I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing. There's nowhere that I would rather be. That was actually really reaffirming.
If you were to look back at yourself 10, 15 years ago and write a letter to your younger self, what piece of advice would you have given yourself at that point in your life?
Find the smartest people that you can find, and then find a way to work with them and work for them. Because if you're working with people who can teach you how it's done, you can take those skills and they will serve you for the rest of your life.